Hello. On a live stream, back on my live stream-ish. Waiting for people to join. I never know like where to angle this. Don't mind the sheets that are literally right there. Hi, Jonathan. How are you? Hey, guys. Asher, shout out. Oh, I'll start pinning the messages. How are you doing, Asher? Where are you guys tuning in from? Sir Austin. Okay. Sounding very regal there. Jesse James Galvin, shout out. Hello. Long time no see. Yeah, for real. It's been a while, hasn't it? Time gets away from me. What about baby boy? What's up? How you doing? I'm so awkward. Guess so are oh, is my cat like scaling the wall over there? Okay, Gasoares, thanks again for memoirs. We're getting Elusive Chanteuse too. Yeah, for sure. I will film Elusive Chanteuse. The only reason that I was hesitant was, and I'll explain this in the video, but I already tried once to listen to it, and I really loved the first song, and the second two were just like, I was bored to tears, to be completely honest with you. And so I stopped filming and I was like, I'm just going to ask them if they really want that video or not. A lot of you guys do want that video, so I will definitely sit through it. I will definitely give it another try. But I will explain it all in the video. But it wasn't that I wanted to skip it just for the sake of like it not being a popular album. Like some people were like, oh my gosh, why would you skip it just because it's not popular? That was not the only reason. I already tried to listen to it once. So that was the only, if that makes sense. South Wales, okay. El Paso, Texas. Love to see the absolute different areas of the world that you guys are from. Phoenix, Arizona. I'm good. How are you? I don't know. I've been in a bad mood lately. I think it's just the state of the world, the state of the USA in particular has been less than amazing, let's just say. And I'm so sick of the snow and I'm so sick of the cold and did you guys hear my cats? I have way too many cats now. I have 3 cats now, so they are definitely going to be like doing circus acts in the background, so don't mind them. But yeah, I don't know. I'm over the snow, I'm over the ice, I'm over the depression, It's been a decent winter, I would say. Like I haven't been as depressed as I usually am, so that's kind of a slay. But now I'm kind of feeling it. Like I'm kind of over it, you know what I mean? I don't know. Hi Ayla. Thanks for saying you miss me. That's really nice. Yeah, I guess I just answered your question. How are you? But how are you doing, Ayla? How about checking out a cover that Madonna did for a commercial, La Bambola? I feel like I already listened to it. I think I listened to it on my own. I mean, I'm not going to react to a cover. I'm sorry. I'm not going to react to a cover. Can you try reacting to MTV Unplugged by Mariah? Maybe. I definitely want to get into her live performances after we finish the album discography, of course. The album discography is the number one thing to finish. And then we'll see about getting into some of her live performances. I don't know yet if I'm going to do a video series. Some people are like, I can't wait for the music videos. I'm like, I never said I was going to do that. Like, it is just a huge, huge time commitment. So we'll see. We'll see. I also like the videos have to be interesting enough to warrant a reaction, if that makes sense. Like, and I not saying they're not interesting, but like, I feel like I haven't heard as many people talk about how iconic her videos are in comparison to some other artists that I'm covering. So, stop. What about Baby Boy? My favorite part of every stream is this cute, awkward starting. I watch this part again and again. I'm really glad you enjoy it. I feel like I'm so awkward. I just never know how to start these. And like, I don't know what to say. And then once we get into it, we get into it. Um, you love snow? I love snow too, but like, I guess I'm just over like going outside and feeling like I'm gonna get hypothermia. You know what I mean? Not really like my idea of a fun time. I do think it's really pretty. I think it's gorgeous. So like I was actually thinking today, like if all the snow just like melts, I will be a little bit sad because I won't see the winter wonderland. But I just don't want to go outside and feel like I'm going to get frostbite. That's my only problem. I wish it could be warm but snowy, but that would be weird. Did you look up the Hate You remix? No, I don't really listen to remixes. A lot of people are like, "Oh my god, you have to react to her remixes." I might. I mean, I'm not gonna say I won't because I don't know yet, but I'm not one to like typically seek out remixes. But you guys have said Mariah's remixes are different. Like they're actually interesting. Like they're actually different. They're interesting. They're cool. Whatever. So it's a possibility. Never say never. Never say never. Never say never. Anyone? Yeah, like the Britney Spears videography journey, you know, everyone was like, "Oh my god, you have to react to her music videos. Like they're literally iconic." With Mariah, I just feel like not as many people have like been talking about how iconic her videography is. And that's not to say it's not iconic, but I don't know. I haven't been getting as many comments that seem to like really make me feel like it's a must watch. I would be interested in doing a video on like maybe her top 10 like best music videos. I think that would be really cool. The only problem is people probably have different opinions on what's the most iconic. So it might be hard to like narrow it down. I don't know how many music videos she has total, but that would be a probably the best course of action because I do want to see her visuals. Like I don't want to never see a Mariah Carey music video, right? But I also don't know if I have time to react to every single one. That's a great idea that I think someone else commented on a live stream that idea. Joey Garcia, Kyle Kelly 5267. Hello. Good afternoon. Yes, it is afternoon, although I just woke up at 1 p.m. So, hi Kai, how are you doing? Epiphany. Okay, is that a Taylor Swift reference or no? Epiphany 6189. Sir Austin, it's important to enjoy things off camera too, from one reaction channel to another. Are you a reaction channel? Shout out. Okay, go check out Sir Austin's reactions. And I totally agree. I think like it got to a point with my channel where like it still kind of is there where like anytime something comes out, I feel like I have to react to it. And it's just hard to know like what I should react to, what's worth my time, what's not worth my time, what you guys are interested in seeing, what I have the capacity to film. And I don't know, it's still really hard to discern at times. Like, for instance, the Opalite music video came out and I did a poll on my Instagram and I was like, do you guys want to see a reaction or like, should I just watch it on my own? And it was pretty split. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to check it out on my own. And thank God I didn't react to it because I'm sorry. It was so boring. It was cute, but it was like, I didn't even watch the full thing. I just thought it was kind of uninteresting, uninspired. And so anyway, like, I don't know where I'm going with this. I guess just that it's hard to discern what to react to and what not to. And sometimes like I want to cover everything, but at the same time, like I just don't have the capacity to do that. I'm one human. So I don't know where I was going with that. But have you had a chance to watch the Drowned World tour yet? I've been enjoying your Madonna tour reactions. I'm really glad you're enjoying, but no, I have not had a chance yet. Those are always like very taxing videos. Not really taxing, but just like they're a long period of time that I have to sit there and be on camera. So I have to make sure that I have enough energy. And also it's a concert. Like you got to make sure you have the energy to like really enjoy it. So no, I have not. But It's on my mind. Actually, the next video I'm going to do for Madonna, I believe, is the music videos because a lot of people were saying to do those first before the tour. And there's actually only 3 music videos from that era, but a lot of people gave me other like one-off music videos that I should react to along with them. So I think the list has become a little bit longer now, and now it's like 7 videos instead of like 3. So that'll be the next Madonna video. I've been really enjoying the music video series, so I'm really excited to have one more of those before another tour. Again, I enjoy the tours too, but like, I don't know. I feel like the music videos are easier to like film, if that makes sense. Like film my reaction to. Oh, you need to go to sleep. Oh, from Poland. Emma is anxious. Always a great username to come across. Okay, because Beth is also anxious. My anxiety has actually been so high lately. I don't know why. No one asked, but my next concerts are The Last Dinner Party and Leve. Ooh, okay. I have not listened to The Last Dinner Party, but I keep hearing about them, and like, it's a very interesting band name. So like, what's fun about them is I have no idea what their vibe is. Like, I have no idea if they're chill. I have no idea what genre. So maybe I should listen to them at some point. Leve, I'm sure, will be the best concert of all time. She is so freaking talented. I watched like her Tiny Desk, and it was like, oh my God, like protect this woman at all costs. Like she is an absolute angel and like a treasure. So that's very exciting. But yeah, I'm interested to see if anyone else wants to share what concerts you're going to. I don't really have any concerts lined up this year. Yet. Yeah, none at all yet. I do want to see Noah Khan, but his tickets were like in the hundreds of dollars, and I do not have that much to spend on that man. But I would really like to see him. I really wanted to see him on his first tour, and it was sold out, and like he sells out in like a minute flat. Harry Styles is going on tour, but his tickets are even more expensive. I believe they're like reselling for like thousands of dollars, obviously, but like even just the normal tickets were like in the hundreds. And I don't know. I don't really like his new single, so I don't feel like super like, oh my God, I need to go see Harry right now. But I know I would have fun if I went to see him. But like, are there any other artists going on tour that I care about? No. Not that are coming near me, I guess. I love Mariah, but her music videos aren't the best except for Honey. That's an iconic video. Thank you for being honest and telling me like real, because I think some people just are like, oh yeah, her music videos are great. And I'm like, I don't know if you just really love her or like you mean it. Like, so I appreciate just the no BS. Like, here you go. Obviously, this is just one opinion. That's not to say like other people can't have different opinions. But did you re-listen to the album Diamonds and Dance Floors by Ava Max? Yeah, I've re-listened a bunch to that when it came out. I literally had it on a repeat. Like, it was like a religious freaking experience. Like, I kept listening to it over and over. And I've revisited it as recently as maybe like a year ago. I listened to it and it lives up incredibly well. Like, it has aged like fine freaking wine. It is such a quality album. So shout out. But yeah, one of my fave albums from that year. I think it was 2022. The moment you said you reacted to Thriller in the last stream, I've been waiting for that reaction. I'm sorry. I know. I need to stop teasing things before I have them like in any state to be seen. Like, it's basically I am editing it. It's just going to be a little bit because I don't know. I think I'm just burnt out a little bit. So I've been kind of taking it a bit slower in this year. And that's been really, I mean, it's been necessary for me. Like, I physically can't edit as quickly as I used to. I used to edit like literally at the speed of light. Like, I mean, I would just get videos out very fast, and I've needed to take a step back. But I'm very excited for that video. I know I think of you every time because I know you love Michael Jackson. You really wanted me to react to him. So I think of you when I'm editing it, and I'm like, I'm excited for you to see it and stuff. But yes, AI, you said you've been waiting for that reaction more than AI waiting to destroy humans. Yeah, AI is destroying humans. Did you watch the Grammys? Oh yeah, we can catch up about the Grammys. I loved Gaga's artistic abracadabra performance. I have not even freaking watched that one yet. I keep forgetting. I think because I've seen her perform that song like so many times now, I wasn't like running to go see it. But then I heard that it's a rock version of that song. So I'm really excited and really intrigued. But I have not watched it yet. The performances that I did watch, Alex Warren, his performance of Ordinary, which I hate that song more than anything on this earth. Like, I absolutely loathe that song. I just think it sounds very like 2015. Like, I just don't really vibe with it. But I heard that he had like a malfunction with his audio. So I kind of watched it to see that like play out. And I felt really bad for him because like he still did a really great job, but like he had those audio issues that weren't his fault. So I really felt bad for him. I think he's really talented. I just hate that song. But that's a side note. Who else did I watch? Um, why can I literally not remember, even though I know I watched multiple performances? I know I watched Lady Gaga's speech. Okay, it was really good. I watched Bad Bunny's speech. It was really good. I watched Billie Eilish's speech. It was really good. I randomly watched like Lola Young's speech when she won for the song Messy. That was really cute. She was like genuinely really like shocked and, humble and stuff. What other performances did I watch? I didn't watch them like I didn't watch the Grammys as they came out because my cat had to go to the emergency vet. But then I looked up like the winners afterwards and like I didn't really know a lot of the albums or like a lot of the artists that had won. So I was like, okay, like I don't think I missed much in terms of like I would have been sitting here just like not really like seeing the people that I knew win stuff. So like that's totally fine. I would have still enjoyed watching them, but it wouldn't have been like the same experience as like when your fave wins. But I was happy for Bad Bunny making history, obviously. Like that's amazing. I don't really vibe with Bad Bunny's music. I don't really get the hype, to be honest. But I think it's great that he made history. I was rooting for Mayhem to win, but I'm also a Gaga fan, so I'm definitely like biased. Yeah, I need to watch more of the performances, I think. I'm trying to remember, like, I know I had one that was, oh, Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber was amazing. Okay, Justin Bieber did a performance of his song Yukon, and it was very stripped back. He came out in like boxer shorts, shirtless, socks on, I think, or like no shoes. And it was very stripped back. He had a guitar, he had a loop pedal that he was like playing back the guitar loop on, and he just sang from his freaking heart. And it really reminded me of what I think a lot of modern music is lacking, and that's just like raw talent. Like that man, I was reminded of how much talent he has that's really authentic, really genuine. Just that no BS, no gimmicks kind of talent, I think is like sometimes overlooked for the more flashy performances where they come out and they kind of like Sabrina Carpenter type of performances where like it's all about like the vibes and like the stage and the dancing and the just the theatrics of it all. And I think sometimes I do miss like the more raw authentic performances, and I thought that was such a beautiful performance. And I actually really liked the song and just the everything about it. That was my favorite performance of the night. um Unfortunately, I went to listen to the song on Spotify and there's like a vocal effect on his voice that makes it high pitched and it sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks. And I think it was really disappointing because I really love that performance. But then I go and like look for the actual song and it's like Alvin and the Chipmunks. I was not into it. I watched Sabrina Carpenter's performance as well. I don't know. It was fun. It was fun. She's definitely a really good performer. I think sometimes I just miss like what I didn't like about her performance was the backing track was so loud that I couldn't really hear her voice. And so I couldn't tell what was actually her singing versus the backing track. I think that was the main thing I hate that in live performances. Like I want to be able to hear their vocals live. That's my favorite thing to hear. Okay, that was a long rant. I hope you enjoyed that. um Did you listen to Mitski's new singles or are you going to wait for her new album? Oh, and let me know what you guys think about the Grammys, obviously. Curious to know your thoughts, your favorite performances. Were you excited about any of the wins? Did you listen to Mitski's new singles or are you going to wait for her album? I am going to wait for the album. I don't know why. Like when some artists come out with new music, I'm jumping on it. I'm like, I have to hear this song right now. But with Mitski, like, and she's one of my favorite artists probably of all time. Like, I really love her. But I don't know. I just feel like waiting for the album. I think it's like when the first single came out, I didn't really have a chance to listen to it. And at a certain point, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna hold off until the full thing comes out. But I'm really excited. I really hope it's good. I don't want to know anything about the singles, so please don't tell me like anything. I just want to, I just want to be surprised. But yeah, she's really quality, so I'm excited. I don't know why I'm surprised that she has another album out already. I feel like it has been a couple years since her last project, but I feel kind of taken aback like, "Oh, it's so soon." Like I don't know why. Uh I don't know if I'm going to react to the Fauzia debut album. I don't know yet. If I do react, I have no idea when it will be. I have a lot of videos that I've been trying to edit for a while. So, um, yeah, but I really love the one song from that album. I believe it's called like Peace and Violence. Um, so I am interested in checking it out at some point. Have you listened to the Stripped album by Christina Aguilera? I love that album. I'm interested in your thoughts. I tried to film that video. This was a good like year or two ago. It was really good from the songs that I heard. I listened to maybe like 2 or 3 songs off it. It was really good. I don't know. I wasn't really maybe in the mood for that music or I you know what, actually it was that I was really tired. And so I felt like I couldn't give the album and the reaction my all, to really like appreciate it. So I held off and then I haven't listened again. Like I haven't tried it again since. So at some point I definitely want to react to Christina Aguilera because she's requested a lot. So I always keep it in mind. I just have um some other things that I'm focusing a bit more on right now. What did you think of the Super Bowl halftime show? If you want like my raw, honest thoughts, like I not sugarcoating anything, I didn't get the hype really. What I thought was really cool about it was the references to like Latin culture and that kind of thing. But what I didn't get, I guess what I don't get is like Bad Bunny having like all this. I, I don't think Bad Bunny, I don't know, I just don't really get Bad Bunny, I guess. Okay, I don't really get Bad Bunny, but I really liked his dancers. I honestly thought his dancers kind of overshined him a little bit, which maybe that sounds harsh, but I thought his dancers were incredibly talented and they were like kind of what I was focusing on during the performance. Um, and I like how detailed it was with like different references to things. So that is something that I can really respect. I also thought it was cool that Lady Gaga came out, but like she didn't try to make it about her. It wasn't like the Gaga show, she was very respectful. She sang her song. She even did like I believe a salsa rendition of it, which was cool. So yeah, I like how she came out, but she didn't make it about her. It wasn't suddenly like the Lady Gaga show. But I was kind of surprised that he brought her out because she's such a big name and like she easily could have taken away from the performance. But I think they did a really good job of, again, like meshing her in. She did the different rendition. So it didn't feel like it was taking away from the performance itself. I guess I'm not a big Bad Bunny fan. I guess that's what it is. But like, I still think there were things that I appreciated about the performance as a whole. I have a lot of harsh, possibly hot takes today, but have you listened to Hillary Duff's new material? I don't know why I hate Hillary Duff's music so much, like the new stuff. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't think it's catchy. I don't think it's like I don't really get it. I mean, I get like the song meanings and stuff, but I don't really like I don't feel anything when I listen to it. I'm sorry if you're like a big Hillary Duff fan, but I just have a lot of bad opinions, I guess. Um, See, I don't mean to poo-poo on your party. Like, I loved Hillary Duff back in the day, okay, when she released that one album that was blue, and I think it was called like Metamorphosis or something. Um, yes, okay, this comment. When concerts were epic, ticket prices were low. Now concerts are just big screens and big lights, and ticket prices are burning wallets. This is the most accurate, like literally the most accurate depiction of a concert, like concert culture changing I've ever heard. Back when like it was just raw talent, like you were seeing someone because you knew they were talented. Like, and I'm not saying the people today aren't talented, but like you were just going to see that person in person, you know? If that makes any freaking sense. And the ticket prices were low. And now it's like they rely on the big screens, the big lights, the dancing to take away from actual talent sometimes. Like sometimes the people don't even sing live. They are relying on dance movements and big lights to distract from the fact that they're not singing. So I'm just tired of it. I'm not going to pay you money to like waste my time. Thank God for like Lady Gaga. She always sings live. She always absolutely crushes it with like the energy and everything. I think it's important for us to not spend money on people that are just going to waste our time when we go to their concerts. I can't even think of like specific people. Like I'm not calling out anyone in particular. It's just like kind of a trend I've noticed where like I don't know, it just sometimes can feel like where's the actual talent that I'm coming to see? Where's the actual vocals or like the really impressive dancing? I don't know. Um Glad you're excited, Sim 19. I was just playing Sims the other day. I don't know if your username is about Sims, but hey Joseph, have you ever been interested in listening to Kelly's music? She sings Milkshake. Is that is that the one that's like I bring my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, or is that something else? Um, I have never heard of her, I don't think. So I don't have any particular opinion. Like I'm not interested, but I'm not disinterested, if that makes sense. I probably don't have time at the moment. Will you react to Lock It by Madison Beer? TBD. I've heard it's really good. I do want to check it out at some point. I just time keeps getting away from me, I guess is the best way to put it. Have you seen Music Cares where many artists tribute Mariah Carey? They played on her face, especially Billy Parton. No, I don't know what you mean. They played on their face. I don't know what you mean. But no, but I saw she performed at the Olympic opening ceremony. I haven't seen the full performance. I clicked on a snippet of it and she was lip syncing, or maybe the sync was just off. And I don't watch lip syncing performances. Like I just don't. So I'm not going to watch the full thing if she was lip syncing. But I don't know. Maybe it was just a glitch with like that video or something. My concert lineup this year. Ooh, your concert lineup is insane. The Last Dinner Party times 2, Leve, Renee Rapp. Okay. Oh my God. I would love to see her live simply because her vocals are insane. Like she has to be one of the most talented vocalists right now. And I think that's really overlooked. Like I don't think enough people are talking about how vocally talented she is. Jade, okay, that's gonna be. I'm curious what that vibe would be. Rosalia, Harry Styles. Okay, are you rich? Like respectfully, Madison Beer. Okay, Marina. Okay, and Ariana. Wait, Ariana's going on tour. I thought she was like doing Wicked stuff. If Ariana's on tour, I would love to see it, but I might be seeing Ethel Kane at some point, just because her latest album was my like favorite album of 2025. So I really want to see her if I can. I like texted my cousin. I was like, "Are you trying to go to Ethel Kane with me?" So if that works out, I might see her, but if not, we'll see. But I don't really have the money to go to a lot of concerts anyway this year, so it is what it is. Which like is fine. Like I hope Ava Max. I know. I really hope that Ava Max will go on tour. I would go. Like if she came nearby. Like I probably wouldn't travel to like freaking Timbuktu to see her, but I would definitely see her if she came to my area. I'm actually waiting for you to listen to Earth Song. Okay. Oh, is that what your username is? Okay. Film noir tour. I don't know why that made me laugh. um okay. Let's see here. Hi Beth, what's your favorite Mariah album so far? I'm your biggest fan. Oh, thank you, Pop Rocks PP. Uh, um what is my favorite Mariah album so far? It is freaking Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel. Yeah. Um I feel like as a whole, that's her most like consistent, cohesive, like body of work. I also find it really, really replayable, which I haven't always found with her music. And obviously that's just a personal preference thing. Like, but that's my opinion, I guess. Um, I also really love Daydream. I think that's like one of her best, like most well put together albums, but I don't find it has the replay value for me that something like Memoirs has. Um, I also the first half of her Butterfly album is like definitely up there as well. Just don't love like some of the last few tracks as much. Same kind of thing with like Emotions, like Emancipation of Mimi. Like I would say I like majority of the album, but then there are a few tracks that I just like don't vibe with as much. And so then those kind of like those albums aren't as consistent in my opinion. But yeah, I guess that's my take right now. Um, Not to be annoying, but when is the Drowned World tour reaction coming? I don't know yet. You're not annoying. I don't know. I just don't know. But it will be after the music videos. Those are the next thing for Madonna I'm going to film. Hello, Lucas Dominguez. Love your reactions. Thank you so much. Grammys was kind of meh. Yeah. The Cat's Eye performance was so cringe. I have not seen the Cat's Eye performance. I didn't even know they performed. I mean, I don't really follow them, but like I probably would have checked it out just to see. But yeah, I just honestly feel like award shows are kind of going down the drain a little bit. Like I don't like not in terms of like who's winning, but just in I don't know what it is. Just I can't describe it. I can't describe it. I think sometimes it is the live performances just feeling kind of lackluster. Um Again with like everything kind of being more modernized and sometimes I think the talent gets washed out a little bit in all the modern stuff. Like again, the big screens, the big lights and stuff. Been on a Janet kick lately. She's so good. I need to get back into her. I really do. Like I low key like I think it's been so long since I reacted to her. It's not intentional. I just haven't but I need to. Her videos are so easy to film reactions to because I've been doing one at a time, which is like so easy. So I don't know why it's taken me so long. No, I did not see the Mariah Carey tribute. Ian the what? I don't know what that means. For me, Film Noir is the best album of 2025 after Don't Click Play. Okay. I mean, I obviously love Don't Click Play, so I feel like we probably have similar taste. And so you say it's a lyrical masterpiece. Okay. Okay, Jessica Alba, that was so random. Like all the different people at the Super Bowl, like all the different celebrities that they showed on the sidelines, it just seemed like a very random lineup. Like it was Cardi B, Jessica Alba, Pedro Pascal, and like maybe someone else. Like it was so random to me. Like are those people friends? Are they just like in the celebrity like hangout zone? I don't know, but it was just kind of weird. But I didn't even watch like the Super Bowl. Like I straight up don't care about sports at all. So do you intentionally listen to Mariah's songs on a usual day? Um It depends. Like, I've been listening to Memoirs a lot. Every time I get in the car, that's my go-to. Like, I will just play it start to finish. Um, in terms of like her other albums, it depends. Like certain songs maybe I have gone back to more. But like I've talked about how I don't like necessarily feel like every single album she's released has a ton of replay value for me. Um, so what I'm really excited about is once I've heard all her music, I would like to give it the old shuffle-roo. Like give every single, every single song in the Mariah Carey library, put it on shuffle and get to know her music a little bit more deeply. Cause admittedly, like there's a lot of songs I've forgotten entirely, like just because I have a terrible recall memory and like it's been so long since I've listened to them and I didn't really go back to them that much. Like for instance, the other day, one of her iconic songs off the Emancipation of Mimi came on. I want to say it was, um, I forget which one it was, but it was like one of the iconic singles. And I was like, oh my God, like I need to be listening to this song way more. So I think I need to be listening to her more and really getting to know her music more deeply, if that makes sense. Um, Bad Bunny is a huge little monster and has gone to the Chromatica ball. Oh, okay. I did know he was a fan of hers. I didn't know how deep that went. Like, and states it being one of his mental health albums. Okay. I love that. Yeah, I loved seeing them like vibing together. It was such a sweet moment. In a world that's just gone to shit, it was really nice and wholesome to see. Um, I've never watched the Grammys in my life for some personal reasons. Every Michael Jackson fan will say the same thing. If you know how disgustingly the Grammys treated Michael Jackson throughout the years. I did not know that. I don't know anything about the lore with Michael in terms of the Grammys. And yeah, I think, I mean, it's hard because like I do feel like to a degree the Grammys can't win. Like for instance, if one person wins, someone like five other people or however many people are always going to lose. So I think it's kind of a lose-lose situation in terms of like if they choose this person's fans are going to be mad. And I'm not saying that I'm not talking about Michael here, just in general. Like I do think it's kind of a tough position that they're in because no matter who wins, there's going to be fans and there's going to be artists who are upset they didn't win, which is totally valid. But at what point do you accept that like it's just kind of a hard situation? But I will say I know the Grammys has a history of being, I believe, racist. I don't know all the details, but apparently they have been racist. They have been potentially sexist, maybe. Don't quote me. This is just what I've heard. I don't know any of the specific details. So that is obviously problematic. Like that's something that needs to be fixed and addressed and not just like glossed over. But in terms of like aside from that, it's just a tough situation that they're in because like people are going to be upset no matter who wins, if that makes sense. But that's not to say that people should be consistently snubbed even if they're making amazing albums. Like I don't know. I know a lot of people are mad like The Weeknd has never won. Beyonce I don't think has ever won album of the year. So there are people who are consistently quote unquote snubbed. Um I just always hate that term though because like someone else won. So you're kind of discrediting that person's talent to a degree when you say someone was snubbed. So I have like kind of a love hate, mainly hate relationship with that term. But I'm also not trying to overlook if someone was genuinely snubbed and like genuinely maybe had the more popular or more like quality album, but people are just like overlooking it for I don't does that make sense? Those are just that's just food for thought. I'm just spitting stuff out randomly here, so please don't take any of this too seriously. My problem with Hillary Duff is that she does not feel authentic. I fully agree with this. I actually think this is like kind of the thing that I couldn't put to words as to why I didn't really like her. And I do think like you can tell if someone's authentic or not with their music. You can tell. You just can feel it. And I don't necessarily feel that vibe, as you said. So I appreciate you saying that, because that kind of like put words to how I was feeling about her, but couldn't verbalize. Like her one song was about like the guy being in love with like a younger girl or something. I didn't really get it. I'm sorry. I just think it was weird. Like I don't know. It wasn't anything that I personally could connect to. And that's not to say like maybe there are other people who are connecting to it, you know, but I don't know. Thank you so much, Jose. Thoughts on Britney Spears selling rights to her complete music catalog? I did not know she did that. I am so out of the loop. Like, I don't know where people get this information. Like, that was probably big news because, like, her selling her rights to her entire catalog, like, that's pretty big news that I probably could have seen. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard about it. I guess I would have to know why she sold it, who she sold it to. Like, I would have to know more before giving like my opinion. Are you continuing your new artist series? I have, for lack of better terms, I have failed at that. Not right now. Like it's honestly the last thing on my mind, and I think I bit off more than I could chew with that series, which I knew would happen, and I kind of said that like in the first couple videos. I was like, just to let you know, like I don't know if I'm going to continue this series or not. Like I'm just going to do what I can. But I don't blame you for asking, because it was a series that I started. Like the word series means that there's multiple, and there's only two. There's only two right now. So no comment. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm not prioritizing it at this point. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to be reacting to new artists or artists that are new to me. Like I have the Michael Jackson Thriller video in my freaking back pocket, and I just need to edit that motherfucker and then get it up. But yeah, like I don't, if that makes sense. I always like ramble and then I'm like, if that makes sense. Wondering if the rumors about Britney being broke were actually true. It's crazy to think about her being broke. Like, if that is true, which I don't know. Can you react to the album Everybody Scream by Florence, please? Potentially. I did try to react to it when it came out. I listened to the first 2 tracks. They were really good. Like, they were very quality songs. I really liked the lyrics. I just was not feeling those vibes at all. So I held off, and maybe when I'm in the right mindset or mood for that music, it'll hit a bit harder. But I don't want to sit there and, like film something when I'm not into it at all and I'm not feeling those vibes. So it's a possibility for the future, but no promises. No promises, love. What Sims game do you play? I've been just playing number Sims 4. My favorite parts are just like creating the families and then moving them into the houses. Like I don't actually play it. Like I think it's kind of boring once you get into the part where you're just like making them go to the bathroom, making them go to bed, making them eat food. Like I get kind of like bored. So I just like the creation process. I'm a very like creative person, so it's just fun to like build the houses and like move the families in and stuff. Ariana is going on tour this June. Okay, let me bring up my non-existent money and no, but I really do want to see her. I'll have to look into it. Wait, but which album? For Eternal Sunshine? I have to go. I'm sorry. Ethel Kane can wait. I have to go see Ariana on the Eternal Sunshine tour. Mariah wasn't feeling any of the artists covering her music during Music Cares. Oh, yes. Okay, so I did see a clip of, I think, what was her name? It starts with a C. I think her name starts with a C. She covered one of Mariah's songs, and people were saying Mariah looked very unimpressed. But I watched the clip, and I don't think Mariah was at all unimpressed. Like, to me, she just looked like she was taking it in. I think at the end she said, like, thank you for covering my song. I forget the like exact details, but I didn't see what everyone else was talking about, I guess, and I felt like people were looking into it a bit more. But Mariah has stated she doesn't like people covering her songs. So you have to understand that if you cover her song, like, she's probably not going to like it, and it's not going to be personal to you. I can't imagine choosing to cover someone's song after they said, you know what, I don't like people covering my music. I can't imagine standing in front of someone and saying, I covered your song, after they said that they don't like people covering the songs. So I'm not trying to place blame on the people who covered her. They definitely deserve respect. Anyone who sings a Mariah Carey song, like, you deserve respect if you can sing that, because that is not easy. But why are you covering her song when like, you can't expect her to love it if she explicitly said she doesn't like song covers. Am I making sense here? Am I crazy? Am I missing something? Let me know. Lux by Rosalia is the best album in the world. It is really good. I need to listen to it more, low key. Oh, they had to do the lip syncing because it was required by the Olympics. Okay. Okay, sorry. I mean, I'm not okay, thank you. I'm hoping to react to every Madonna tour. Hopefully. Bieber performance was interesting. Boxers and socks is a vibe. I think my impression is he was kind of trying to, like, humanize himself, because obviously he's been in a lot of controversies over the years, or just a lot of, like, just had a lot of, struggles, a lot of not great moments. He's had a really rough life at points. So my take is he was kind of trying to, like, humanize himself. I always think of it from, like, a marketing perspective, because at the end of the day, this is like their careers, and so they are trying to market themselves, whether intentional or subliminal or, subconscious. So I'm like, how is he trying to represent himself in this performance from a marketing standpoint, or whatever you want to call it? And it felt like he's trying to humanize himself so people will empathize with him more, and also, like, maybe kind of give him some grace. Maybe I thought that because I started to think of him as human a bit more as I watched him. I've never really loved, in recent years, I haven't loved Justin Bieber. I haven't loved how he's carried himself. I haven't loved kind of his weird social media posts. Like, I think he's mentally unwell to a degree, and I do think he needs some help there. So I don't know. I've had a hard time, like, understanding why people are obsessed with him. I think some of his music has been completely awful. When he released his project Justice, and he made it sound like it was going to be this amazing justice album, and then you listen to it and, like, nothing has to do with justice at all. The only thing was, like, a short little MLK clip, but that was, like, the extent of him talking about justice. That whole release really pissed me off, because I think it was misrepresented. Like, I don't think it was a justice album whatsoever, and a lot of the songs were just about how much he loved his wife, and we're like, okay, we get it. Like, we wanted something a little bit deeper with this project. So I don't know, he's kind of rubbed me the wrong way, I guess is the best way to put it. When I saw that performance, though, I kind of felt for him. I was kind of empathetic. I was kind of like, damn, I need to listen to him more, even, because, like, maybe he is really authentic and I'm missing something. So it kind of worked. The marketing kind of worked for me, which I don't know if that's good or not, but I don't even know if that was his intention, but that's totally just me speculating. All this is alleged speculations. Ooh, Nicholas, hello, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the vids. I'm about to start a Mariah Carey album discography journey. Which album should I cover first? I did not read that correctly, but okay, what album should you listen to first? My first Mariah Carey full album was The Emancipation of Mimi. Is that a good one to start with? Sure. Yeah, it is, because you probably already know some of the songs. Like there's no way you've gone your entire life without hearing one of those songs. I don't know you personally, but I would wager to say you will recognize something. So it can kind of be a good like familiar album to start with, like because it won't be completely new. If you want something that like you haven't heard a single thing from, you could start with something like Caution. Maybe don't start with Caution. Probably not the first one you should do. I don't know. Maybe you could try like Emotions because I feel like I didn't know a lot of the songs on that album. I don't know, man. That's a good question. That's a good question. I would not personally, I mean, it's all a matter of personal preference. I am glad that I didn't start with Daydream or Butterfly because I did not vibe with those when I first started to try to listen to them. Same thing with Memoirs. Like, all of like low key my favorite albums from Mariah, like I didn't really connect with at first. And it took me maybe being in the right mindset, maybe giving more of her other music a listen to really like start to connect with those sounds. But that's just me, you know, maybe you love that like kind of 90s R&B like stuff, so maybe you would enjoy those projects more. I don't know, man. I hope that's helpful. I don't think you can go wrong. Maybe don't start with glitter. That's the one I would not start with. I would also not start with like, yeah, I guess just glitter because I like Charm Bracelet. Charm Bracelet was good. Oh, would I ever react to more Kylie Minogue? Never say never. It's a possibility. I don't know. I don't really connect. Here's what I've realized about myself, okay? I really connect with artists' voices more than I realized. Like, if you don't have the timbre that I naturally gravitate toward, I'm not really going to connect as much with your music. And I think that's one thing about Kylie is her voice just isn't my favorite sound in the world. It's not my favorite voice I've ever heard. So I think that's one disconnect I have. I also think her music can be very fun, it can be dancey, it can be vibey. I don't know that I feel like lyrically it's really challenged me in any way or like made me super interested in like going and uncovering everything. And she does a lot of kind of that disco-y or just like dancey, like kind of vibe, which like can definitely be fun at points. I just really have to be in that specific mood. So when I'm not in that mood, it just like I'm not connecting sonically, I'm not connecting lyrically because there's nothing really to unpack. And it just kind of feels like, you know? So I guess that's where I stand with her. Yeah, I'm hoping to definitely do some Mariah live performances. Hopefully, what's it called? The Tokyo Dome live performances. Nicholas, it has been a while since a Britney video. Yeah, I was hoping to do some live performances or like live tours from Britney. My main disconnect is like I think I sat down and I tried to react to her performance where she had the snake around her neck. And two things kind of led to a disconnect. First of all, the quality of the video was just absolutely terrible. Maybe I just had like the wrong clip pulled up on YouTube, but it was like really grainy. It was really bad quality. Second of all, she was lip syncing, which I don't like. I don't connect to performances in which there's lip syncing. I understand sometimes it has to be done for certain reasons. I'm not saying it's always wrong, but I do not have any emotional connection to performances that are lip synced. So I think that's why I was like turned off and I didn't really end up watching that quick clip. So yeah. And then I kind of from there was like, I've heard she lip syncs a lot, and correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I personally have ever come across a performance of hers where she was not lip syncing. Genuinely. I haven't seen many from her, but every time I've like clicked into something, she has been lip syncing. And that's a problem I have. It's a problem. I don't like it. I think it's a waste of my time to watch someone lip sync. That's my own personal opinion. So I don't know why I'm explaining myself like so much, but I don't know. I know there's people who don't care whether someone lip syncs. They'd rather see the dancing, they'd rather see the stage presence, that's all valid, but I would rather see some semblance of vocals, right? Like that was another frustrating thing. I think Addison Rae performed at the Grammys and it was just completely lip synced. Like she wasn't even trying to make it look real. That was really frustrating to me. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I like saw the wrong clip or something, but correct me if I'm wrong. Are there any songs you played over and over for 10 plus years? I love how specific this question is. Wow. 10 plus years is a very long time. I know for many years now, I've been really loving the song. It's called Ode to a Conversation Stuck in Your Throat by Del Watergap. It's absolutely amazing. It doesn't get old. Every time I play it, I absolutely love it. There's also some Arctic Monkeys songs that I will never get sick of, such as 505, Brick Yellow House or something. I don't know. It's one of my favorite songs, but I forget what it's called. Yellow Brick. What is it called? Old Yellow House, Old Yellow Brick Road. Not Old Yellow Brick Road. That's an amazing song. Okay. Arctic Monkeys. What other songs? 505. Oh, like, what's the other one? I don't know. But there's some Arctic Monkey songs. Definitely go check those out. Grammys wanted to spread the love to smaller artists, which I do. Oh, I love that. Like, we need that. I am still waiting for Aurora to win a Grammy. And I know she will never win a Grammy unless they really improve themselves. But a Lady Gaga album versus a smaller jazz album by musicians' favorites is always going to be a controversial choice. Yeah, it's like, obviously, like, okay, you see a lineup of jazz albums that are best album of the year nominated, right? And you see Lady Gaga on the list and you see a bunch of other smaller artists after her. You know she's winning that. It's the same thing at the Oscars when there's like best live action short film. You look at the list, there's one title you recognize, the other you don't. It definitely depends, but most likely that one that you heard of that was like a lot of people were talking about is going to win. So it is. And that's like, I don't know if it's bias or if, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like I need to know more about the Grammys to like really like truly speak on it confidently. Okay, yes. Have you seen that Lana is finally going to be back with a new single called White Feather Hawk Tail Deer Hunter? I will not be able to say that title if I react to it. I will not be able to say it in the video. But yes, I did hear that. I was really laughing because she's like, I don't know where the album is either. Like, I think she said it would be coming in like 2 to 3 months. I'll believe it when I see it. I don't really believe anything that anyone says about Lana until the album is in my lap, like in my presence. So no hate. Like, I honestly am like perfectly patient, but where was I going with that? I'm patient when it comes to Lana. Like, I don't blame her. I know sometimes you think something's going to be released and then it's not. And I guess it is kind of frustrating sometimes when it keeps getting teased and teased by the artists themselves. And then all of a sudden, like, you realize you've gotten 10 different albums teased and none of them have come out. But I don't know. Like, I give her the benefit of the doubt, I guess. She was getting married. She was doing stuff. But yeah, I'm excited for the new single. She said it's like really the song that she wanted to release. Like, she loves this track. So anytime an artist says they love it and seems like they genuinely love it, like, it makes me excited to hear it because it feels genuine. I highly go and watch, I'm guessing you meant recommend going and watching her Grammy performance because it was more rock inspired, and the drummer from 9 Inch Nails. Sorry, my camera. my leg is asleep, so I'm like, okay. The drummer from Nine Inch Nails actually drums on the song. Oh, okay, cool. Nine Inch Nails, Halsey had that album called, what's it freaking called? Where like Nine Inch Nails was a big inspiration, or like she worked with them or something. I don't know. Oh, like Power and whatever it was called. Uh I don't want power, I want control or whatever. Why can I not think of the title? Like, I love that album. I love Halsey. So it's so funny when I can't recall like my favorite albums titles, my favorite songs. Like, I'm like, I sound like a fake fan, but I really like, I love it. I just, I don't know. I can't think of the title. Do you watch any TV series? I've been watching a lot of true crime, um, mainly on YouTube, not necessarily like TV shows. I watched the Lucy Letby documentary on Netflix. I watched, like, I've been watching this channel called Annie 10 to Life where she talks about true crime. But as far as like TV shows, I'm not really watching anything right now. I'm not really watching anything right now. I need to catch up on Stranger Things and I still haven't. I don't know why, because I love Stranger Things. I just feel like I haven't had any margin in my life to watch it. But yeah, so I need to find something to watch. He didn't win a Michael Jackson didn't win a Grammy for Bad, even though it was the biggest and best-selling album in the world. Sold over 25 million in the first year, became the first album in history with 5 number 1 singles. I thought, well, I'm guessing that was at the time. Was that before or after Thriller? Because I know Thriller is like the best-selling album in the entire universe of all time. Like, it's literally the biggest album ever. And I'm curious if that one won a Grammy or not. Question mark. Objectively, it was the biggest Grammy snub. Britney, I don't mind the lip syncing because she was dancing for her life. That's fair. That's fair. Maybe I need a performance of hers where she's dancing more. Are you studying or working? Do you work in the music industry? I don't work in the music industry, although that would be, I was going to say that would be fun, but I actually think that would be incredibly toxic, probably. Like, there's just a lot of like anything with like Hollywood or like celebrities or the music industry. I don't know. It just like seems like it would be a really scary world to like actually work in. No, I just have like, I have a video editing job that I do, and then I have like a job out in the community. And this is my hobby. This is my passion project. So yeah, this isn't my job. I don't really get paid to do this or anything. Make a little bit of money on YouTube, but it's not much. It's definitely not paying any big bills or anything. So yeah, I basically have my day jobs, and then I have this, and then that's it. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, bro. Like, I was a communications major in college, and I concentrated in electronic media. So I did a lot of like kind of video production type stuff. It was really fun, but I feel like I didn't retain a lot of the information from college. Like, I don't think I retained a lot of the knowledge. And that's not to say it was a bad experience or that I regret going, because I absolutely loved college. I think I learned so much in terms of just like, I mean, you learn stuff, even if you don't retain everything, you definitely learn things, right? And made a lot of great friendships. And like, I loved college. It was a great experience. But do I feel like I know what I'm doing with my life after college? No, I don't. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. But I'm vibing right now. I like my life, even if it's not perfect. Oh, it was kind of poetic. Sometimes live versions are so much better than studio versions. Yes, for sure. It can completely change your relationship to the track to hear it live. I love it when artists make a song more like they change it in some way for the live performance. Like they do a different arrangement or slightly different melody or something, you know. I think that can be really cool. You do have to be careful though, because you can change the song too much to where it's like, okay, sister, like that was too, you know, too different, too dramatic of a change. Um, but I really love slow versions of songs too. Like, you know what my favorite thing is? When they start out the song like really quiet, like it's just one spotlight on someone and they're singing it really slow. They're completely slowed down the track, taking away a bunch of the backing, and it's like all dark and there's one spotlight on them and then they get up and they do the rest of the song like dancing around and stuff. That's my favorite thing because you get the best of both worlds. You get like the slow intimate moment, but you also get the fun party. That's a fun time. Who are we talking about? I don't know, girl. uh, I'm all over the place. I'm constantly, but I try to pin the messages so you guys know who I'm responding to. And I have the live chat replay on, so after this video is over, the live stream's done, you should still be able to see the freaking live chat, which I had it disabled for so long and I didn't know I had to turn it on. So, hey Clev 002, do you own any physical music CDs or vinyl? Great question. Yes. Up until the last couple years, I had still been buying CDs when my favorite artist would release music, whether it's Taylor Swift, whether it's usually just Taylor Swift, but if there was like a one-off album that I really loved, like I loved Virgin by Lorde and I bought that on CD. Maybe like I have some One Direction albums from when I was younger that I still have on CD. I will never get rid of them because God, that was a time of my life that I want to cherish forever. And I still love One Direction. Oh my God, I could just talk about them all day. I really could. I love them so much. I still buy everything that Taylor Swift releases. Like even The Life of a Showgirl, which I really didn't love the album or anything, I still bought that motherfucker. Okay. Because at this point in time, whatever she releases, I will probably end up buying on CD. I just can't help myself. In terms of vinyls, I have a bunch of like different ones. I've kind of started a collection, although I don't really listen to them a lot. So it's kind of a pointless collection. Like, I mean, it's not pointless, but it's just like they're not currently being displayed in my place. I also don't listen to them. So then it's like they're kind of just sitting there collecting dust, adding more clutter to my life, which I don't want. I want to find some sort of purpose for them. I want to like display them, make a wall of them or something. I just don't really have space in my current place. I did have them on display at my last place, but I've since moved. But anyway, I have like albums that I love, like Aurora. I have I don't even remember the title of the album. But it's the red one where she's like this. I have like Madonna, Like a Prayer. That was, I think, my most recent vinyl purchase was that one. Olivia Rodrigo, Guts, not Guts, Sour. No, I also have Guts. I have Guts, not Sour. I have some Taylor Swift. I have Beyonce, B-Day. Yeah, so I have quite the collection there. Maybe like 20 vinyls, question mark. I maybe have like 30 CDs total, like from my youth and also from recently. But yeah, again, the CDs kind of just collect dust too. For a long time, I didn't have a way to play music through my phone in my car, so that's why I was buying CDs. It wasn't just for funsies, like it was literally so I could listen to the new releases in my car. But since then, I have bought a connector, so now I don't need to like listen to the CDs, so it's kind of pointless that I have them, but not pointless at the same time. So I do cherish my CDs. It's fun to look back and see what I was into. Like I have Unorthodox Jukebox by Bruno Mars on CD, like from when I was like 12. I have 21 Pilots, like all their CDs. I have Charlie Puth voice notes. Like, you know, it's just fun to look back and be like, wow, I was so into that. Like, so yeah. I'm still stuck on Stranger Things. Grew up grew on me so much since ending. A lot of people are saying that, like they're saying, and please no spoilers, guys. I will literally cry, not literally, but like please no spoilers. But a lot of people have been saying like the ending made them just realize how great of a show it was. So I really need to get on that shit. Like I need to just watch it. I think part of it is like since it's so long in between seasons, by the time the season comes out, I've forgotten everything that happened. So even though they do those recaps at the beginning, I can just feel hesitant to go back into it. Because of like the distance I've had from it. Does that make sense? Who is an underrated modern pop star? I like this question. Ava Max comes to mind. I talk about her a lot because I really do think she's very underrated. I think her music is incredibly good, and I do not think she is getting half the credit she deserves for her music. So she is a major one. Other underrated. Allie X is really good. She's just not mainstream. Like she's not someone you're gonna see, performing on the Grammy stage. And that doesn't mean she's not talented. Obviously, like there's plenty of talented people who will never be at the Grammys or whatever. It's just because they're not mainstream. They're not like in that vein. But honestly, I think sometimes the non-mainstream artists, like not to be like that person that's like indie music is better, but like it is. Like it typically is. You typically see very genuine, authentic artistry and very quality music coming from individuals who will never have the spotlight that someone like Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter has, right? And sometimes the bigger artists can get so comfortable in where they are. They have a fan base. They know they have people that are going to be by them through thick and thin. They kind of lose that quality. They lose that passion. They lose that authenticity. And I don't think it's even their fault. I don't think it's their fault. I don't think it's like even, it's not even always a bad thing, but it's just different, I guess. Now I'm reflecting. Oh wow, Michael Jackson won 8 Grammys in one night for Thriller. The record is unbroken. Okay. Oh, I really appreciate this. The editing of the videos, your opinions and personality. I really appreciate that. Also unique and refreshing, even though I've watched for years. Oh, that really means a lot to me. Thank you so much, Clev. 002. That made my day. Is it hard to make money on YouTube as a music reaction channel? Like, do they copyright? I love this comment because yes, they copyright everything. Okay. So it doesn't matter if it's an old album, a new album. It doesn't matter if it's a popular album. It doesn't matter if it's a small artist. It will get claimed to some degree unless you chop it up so much that they don't recognize the music at all, which makes a very unpleasant to watch reaction, in my opinion. Like if you chop it up so much that it's like little bits here and there. That's actually how I used to edit my videos years ago, was like I did that. Partly because I had a different editing style. I was just starting out. I had, you naturally evolve, you naturally change. So my old editing was different. It was a different style, but also because of the copyright. I don't remember if like a lot of those videos were monetized. I think there were more that were monetized, but it was still impossible to monetize every single video. It's impossible as a music creator, in my opinion, from my experience, to literally monetize every video. Again, even if you do chop it up, sometimes they still recognize the music. Even if you only leave in little segments, I think the only way to avoid it is if you would play one little clip and then talk about it for like a minute straight and then play another little clip. And obviously that's not really a reaction. That's more of like, okay, let's pause that's more of like a commentary. I don't know. So there's really no way around it. Which sucks. Like I don't do this to make money. I don't. So it's not something that like I guess, impacts me as much as it would if this was like my full-time job. That would be a whole nother story. But it is the most frustrating when it gets blocked. Like, I don't care if a video is demonetized because, again, I genuinely don't do this to make money. This is not, that's not what I'm getting from this. Like, I enjoy other things about content creation. But I do get frustrated when it gets blocked. A lot of my videos are blocked in Belarus and Russia for some reason. Like, those are the two countries that almost always get blocked. From time to time, a video will get blocked everywhere or blocked in like a bunch of different countries, which obviously sucks. Like, that freaking sucks. Yeah, I still have multiple videos that are up, but that have gotten blocked so that they're not actually up. But I think one of my Madonna music video reactions got blocked everywhere, unfortunately. My Halsey greatest what was it called? Oh my God. Why can I not think of titles today? The greatest impersonator, the great impersonator, whatever. That was blocked everywhere. So that is the most frustrating thing to me. I don't care if it's demonetized, but I do care if it gets blocked and no one can see the video. It's especially frustrating if it happens after the video has been up for some time, because at least if it's blocked right when I upload it, like, I know, and then I can go and re-edit it and upload it and people will be able to see it. But when you've had the video up for a month or a year or 3 years and it gets blocked all of a sudden, that's a slap in the face and that pisses me off. And that happens. It happens. And I'm really worried about my Mariah Carey memoirs reaction because I didn't really chop up any of the music. If you watch that video, it's very unedited in terms of the music itself. So I'm scared. I'm honestly very concerned. But I don't know. Sometimes I take the risk because I value like making videos that are pleasant to watch, and it's not pleasant to watch if like every other second is cut out. And I get a lot of feedback too when I pause or like if I chop up the music a lot for copyright, people come for me, which, like, I shouldn't let it get to me, but they come for me. They're like, why is this so chopped up? This is so unpleasant. So I've taken a lot of that into consideration, and I've tried to change how I do things and be less choppy, but then it gets copyrighted. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I don't want to butcher it, but I really appreciate that. Watching you from Georgia. Okay, the country, Georgia. Thank you. I appreciate you. I wish you all the best. Music definitely gets copyrighted the most. Yeah, exactly. Some movie reactors, there are some creative workarounds. You can actually like flip the movie so that it's like if the person's on the right, they're actually on the left, but you still get the storyline and everything, but you don't get copyrighted. With music, there's really no workaround other than like making it sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks or speeding it up, which I could do, but again, that wouldn't be pleasant. I don't think it would be pleasant to sit there and watch and like, first of all, I can't really speed up the music because then I would also have to speed up my reaction and it would just be awkward. But also like making it high pitched. I have had to do that in extreme circumstances. Like there's been some Mariah Carey songs and stuff that I've had to speed up and it sounds weird. So, but it's not fun to have to do that. Oh my gosh, that's really cool. I'm studying music and Spanish to become a teacher, and I'm currently procrastinating a bachelor thesis, but it's about Billy and Gen Z, and I'm going to analyze Zanny. I love that. Low-key, send it my way. Send it to my Instagram. I will read it. I'm not even kidding. Like, I don't know if that's legal. Like, can I read your project? But I love that song, and I just, that sounds like a really interesting concept. And also, I'm kind of like impressed that you're studying music and Spanish and you're going to become a teacher. Like, that sounds really like a cool career trajectory. So good for you. I am a lamb. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, I love Billy, dude. Like, I really love her. I don't know where I was going with that. Hey, Alia. Hey, Debutria. Um, yeah, Mona, I need to like go back and watch all of it all together. I literally cried when like spoiler alert for the not this season but the last season, the previous season that came out before the most recent one. Spoiler alert. I cried when Hopper like died but then didn't die, you know what I mean? When he went into like the hole or whatever. That was traumatic. So yeah. Robin is underrated. Sabrina Claudio is underrated. Jessie Ware. Okay, yeah. I haven't heard enough from her, but I was thinking you meant Jessie Reyes for a second, but she has a new album out, Jessie Ware. Is it good? Question mark. Which artist are you most looking forward to hearing music from here? Ooh, I hear Olivia's getting ready to announce something soon. Okay. I would be very excited to hear that. Let's see. I'm consulting my list here to see. So these are the albums and artists and songs that I'm looking forward to. Okay. February 17th, we have a single from Lana Del Rey called White Feather Tail Deer Hunter, whatever the hell it's called. February 27th, we have a Mitski album. I am so freaking excited for that. If it's bad, like I'm literally gonna cry myself to sleep. Like I just need it to be really, really good. And there's a couple really fun song titles on it. Like I think there's a song just called Cats or something. I'm like, this album was made for me. Oh my god. I'm fine. February 27th, we also have Blackpink. Okay. I haven't listened to Blackpink in a hot minute. I'm going to be honest. Okay. I don't know if I'm at the point in my life that their music would hit as hard for me. I think for me, like I still will always appreciate, respect, love what they do, especially as individual artists. Okay. Can we talk about their individual drops? But do I feel like I'm at that fangirl point in my life that I was at with them in 2022? No, not at all. Like, but I'm now remembering how good their individual albums were. I'm like having a moment of recollection. And I'm like, okay, wait, though. They're coming back. They're all so talented individually. And now, so maybe I'm more excited for that than I thought. I wasn't not excited, but I just like, I didn't like the single Jump. I haven't listened to it. I'm unimpressed. Okay. I need something more. Harry Styles is releasing an album March 6th. I don't even know if I'm going to listen to it. The lead single was the most like unexciting like thing I've ever heard in my life, okay? And I talked about it on my Instagram stories, but like it just kind of sounded like background music you would hear in like a motel, like not a motel, like a hotel or like an elevator. Yeah. It did not excite me. It did not get me hyped for the new album. March 27th, we have Melanie Martinez. I will always be excited for Melanie's stuff to come out. Although I really haven't listened much to the new single. I am not really a fan of it. I think it's pretty weak. I think it's pretty, I don't know. It doesn't excite me. It doesn't like, I think lyrically it definitely has some stuff to appreciate. Like I don't hate it or anything, but I just like don't really love it. I don't feel like hype, like let's get it, you know? And then there's Ray, okay, underrated. Oh, talk about underrated. Ray, Raye, okay? Mark it down. Commit it to memory. Her album is coming out March 27th as well because the universe said you're not sleeping this year, Beth. You're not. You're going to be listening to all this new music. Oh yeah, Charlie XCX. I actually really like both of the singles from that album, so I'm curious. I don't know if I'm going to react to it or not, like we'll see, but I really like both of those singles. I think mainly Chains of Love is the one that I've really gone back to the most, but even the other one. CT, I really appreciate you saying this because I am such a perfectionist. This is why sometimes it takes me so long to edit. I will literally like obsess. Like, I mean, I have OCD, so I am such a perfectionist. It's insane. If you like were to watch me, you'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I really appreciate you saying that because I overthink it so much. Like, is this good enough? Is this so I really appreciate that. I don't know why that made me laugh. Most chop reaction you saw was for The Greatest Showman, almost unwatchable. I don't know why that made me laugh. It's not funny. um, yeah, I don't know if I'll react to it. Wuthering Heights, Charlie XCX, possibly. Possibly. With soundtracks, I feel like they're always like really inconsistent, and for some reason, or for that reason, I feel like sometimes they're not that interesting to react to. But we will see. I also can't remember, is she on every single song? Because sometimes there's a soundtrack album and like 5 of the songs are by the actual artist and then the rest are by like other people that are singing in the movie or whatever. But I do think that album is all Charlie. I have not played Dress to Impress. Should I? I'm like, have you heard Candy by Mandy Moore? No, it sounds cute though. Candy by Mandy. And I do like Bubblegum. Oh, is it it's just a song? I will literally go listen to it after this. I'm not even kidding. You got me with Bubblegum Bop. That sounds fun as hell. Hey Nathan. What's up? Have you thought about reacting to The Sweet Escape or Lamb by if you don't know, it's by Gwen Stefani. It's like one of those things, it's in the like way back crevices of my mind as a possibility. I'm not like actively like, I'm going to go react to that tomorrow. But I really loved the song Sweet Escape when I was like 15. Okay, that was like my favorite song ever. So I definitely think I would enjoy the full album. I've heard other songs by Gwen. The same kind of thing that I'm going to say about Kylie, I'm going to say about Gwen in terms of vocals. Like Gwen's voice sometimes gives me the ick, and I don't know why. Okay, she's a talented singer. There's nothing wrong with her voice, but the timbre of it kind of makes me uncomfortable sometimes. I don't know why. So, yeah. So I don't know if I would like get down to a full album from her. Sometimes it gives me the ick. Anyone else? Am I crazy? I'm probably crazy. Art Pop Swine Roller Coaster. You're a real one. You are a real one. Yes. That album lent itself to editing so well. Like sometimes an album is just not like really, it's hard to edit it in an interesting way. Because the album is just like more chill or mellow or I don't know, but that album had so much going on that was so editable. By the way, I have just been so into like Gaga's old stuff recently. It comes up on like my shuffle. I was just listening to Americano in the car before this. I was also listening to different songs come up like Guy, G-U-Y. John Wayne came up the other day and I literally listened to it on a loop. I have been so into like her random songs that just play on my shuffle. And I guess I've just been like rekindling my love for her older music that I haven't, it's been a couple of years since I did that discography deep dive and was like listening to her all day and all night and stuff like that. So going back and having those moments, is really special because I spend a lot of time listening to like the new releases, the new music that I go long stretches without listening to like my favorite artists of all time because I'm listening to the new stuff that came out. And so I go such long stretches without listening to Taylor or Gaga or Melanie Martinez or, whoever the case may be. And then I have those moments where they come up on my shuffle and it's like, why don't I listen to this person more? Because they're my favorite for a reason. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I wish there was more time to just listen to all the music. Like, I want to listen to all the new music and I want to listen to all the old music and I want to listen to it all. But there's not enough time. Zayn's new song is fire. It's called Die For You. I haven't heard it. I don't really follow him, although I don't have a problem with him. I just don't really follow him. I haven't listened to him since he released his very first album that was called Pillow Talk, I think. Or the song Pillow Talk was on it. I really loved that album when it came out, but I haven't even listened to Louis Tomlinson's new album either, which I really love his first two albums. At least his second album, I really loved, Faith in the Future. So I would be really curious to hear his new stuff. I just there's not enough time. There's too many artists that I'm interested in. That's what it's come down to. The music industry is just too oversaturated and I don't have enough time and it makes me really sad. All right, we're going to finish up here. Maybe like 3 more questions. No, so Zayn is still alive. It was Liam Payne from One Direction who sadly passed, I think back in 2022 or 2023. Still super surreal. Like I don't know why, like most of the time when like a celebrity or someone passes away, it's obviously very sad, often very shocking. But like I'm able to like make sense of it for some reason when Liam died. Like I still haven't like processed it. I know I don't know him personally, but like it still is so shocking and like unbelievable to me for some reason. So very sad situation. Yeah. Yes, the art pop reaction is such a fun time. Okay, 2 more questions. What about Demi's new album? I listened to the first couple tracks. I think I tried to react. I just didn't really have anything to say. I didn't really have an interesting reaction. Sonically, it just wasn't really my vibe, at least not in that sitting. And then lyrically, there wasn't a whole ton that I was really connecting to or that felt super interesting. So it was kind of like, I think if I had been more into the dance vibes, like I wouldn't have cared that the lyrics weren't deep, you know, because it's not supposed to be deep. But I wasn't really connecting sonically either. So it was just kind of like, okay, one more question here, and then we're gonna wrap this up. But thank you guys for being here. This was really fun. This is a good question. I'm working on my Pilates class playlist. Oh my god, I Like It Rough is so good. Shut up. Okay, sorry. I'm working on my Pilates class playlist for this month. Please give me a good upbeat suggestions. Guys, start commenting. Good upbeat suggestions. Geez, why can't I think of a single thing? Charlie XCX tends to have very upbeat music that's very good for like working out. You could try her album, any of her albums. What other upbeat music? Upbeat music. Wow, do I not listen to any upbeat music? Am I really this depressing that I listen to like slow burn, slow music? Okay, who else? Like, what other artists have upbeat music? Okay, Taylor Swift. I don't know if you're into her, but like, Shake It Off. You know what I mean? Like, wait, who else? Pop artists. Come on, Beth. Think. Come on, Britney Spears. Sometimes she is upbeat. Wow, I'm so good at giving suggestions. Yeah, Lady Gaga. For sure. Yes, Lady Gaga. Yay, you love T-Swizzle. Katy Perry. Okay. Justin Timberlake. Okay, I haven't listened to him in a while. Wow, I'm not very good at giving suggestions. No, I'm trying to think of good workout songs. I remember like there are certain songs that I always go to. Oh, like there's one by Charlie XCX called like Speed Drive. Oh my God. That song is amazing. Please add that to your Pilates playlist. I don't know why I can't think on the spot at all. Ava Max. Yeah, for sure. Okay, Ava Max. Yes. She has many upbeat songs such as what's that one called? Oh, what's that song by Lady Gaga that's like groove, slam, work it back, picture that, baby bump that track. Gaga. Okay, I suck at this. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad that I could do another live stream here. I never know how to end these. I don't know what to say, but hoping you guys have a good start to your year. Okay, good day, good night, good. Yes, starstruck. Thank you. And love you guys, and we'll talk soon. Okay, bye.